Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at Scapes Mania. Is this legit or is it a scam? That's the question that we are always trying to answer on the channel, right? Because we've been looking at crypto scams for a very long time now. So Scapes Mania, what is this, right? And of course, this video is not sponsored. This is purely my own personal opinion, right? So we see they are promising here. They are in pre-sale stage 7, up to 102% bonus. That's what they are promising, right? And we do see here, one of the things that I do like is MVP available, get it on Google Play, right? So I'm going to be talking about the positive things that I've seen on this project. That is not to say that I'm saying that it's legit or I'm saying that it's a scam. I'm going to show you the red flags, right, that I've seen in this particular one, right? And I'm also going to say the positive things, because in every project that we evaluate, we need to see both sides of the story. And at least for a change, we've got a project that has got some positive sides to it, but there are also some red flags that we need to be careful of, right? So, Scapes Mania. So, whenever you see a project coming out talking about it's a play to earn game, right? It's a play to earn token. This is what they are, casual gamers. That's what we are all about, because the casual gamer community is growing. First thing first is you need to ask yourself, is there a game, right? Are people playing this thing, right? That's the question that you need to answer. So, of course, that question is already answered because we see they've got already Google Play, right? And if you go to Google Play, we can see Red Pill Dev Studio. That's one trick that we've seen in the past. A lot of people, a lot of scam projects will come out saying we are on Google Play, but they actually put a link of another developer studio that has nothing to do with the token, right? But in this case, it's different. We can see here Scapes Mania, right? That's the first game that we do see here. Scapes Mania, Traincraft game, Chimera's game, Lucky Billionaire. Those are the other games that they've got on here. I did actually go and check their website, developer website. There it is, Red Pill Team. And the other thing that I do like is when you go to their YouTube channel, you do see that they've got this, um, they've got some AMAs. But the one thing that is really weird for me is you do see the Nadia quite a bit here on the videos. There's Nadia here, there's Nadia there. But when you go to the Scamp Mania team, Nadia is nowhere to be found, right? So maybe this might be just an oversight. Maybe Nadia joined the team later. We don't see Julie, the head of marketing. We don't see her. We don't see a video, right, for Julie, the head of marketing. We would expect to see something from her, right? But we're not going to just stay on that point. Maybe it's a, of course, they've got like 5 games here. So no doubt they've got some operation that they've got going. But there is a red flag that I did see though. The CEO, right? I think this is like 7. That's how you pronounce it, I guess. Before, now we see there's a Telegram link. Before it was it was a LinkedIn link right here, and the LinkedIn had like below 40 followers, right? Below 40 connections. It was like around 37, which was really weird for someone coming out as a CEO of a project to have less than 50, right? Connections on LinkedIn. It was really weird for me, right? And we do see these are the other people, the project members in the team, right? And something else that the CEO actually said was a major red flag for me, right? It was a major red flag for me. So, for example, if we just go and check what the CEO here is talking about, let's just open that up, all right?
¿Recién te despertás? Con Didito.
So obviously this is some ad that is playing right now. So I'm just going to mute that and let the CEO actually speak. All right.
Hello everyone, I'm Sven, the CEO of Scapes Mania. Thank you for being here. Today we will be talking about 3 important things: our audit and what we do to make sure everything is safe. Our all about keeping.
So yeah, he talks about how it's safe. They've got all these platforms that have audited them, solid proof, static, and all that. We have seen all of those things. They don't really matter. projects that have been audited by CETIC, by Solidproof, have been turned out to be huge, massive scams. We have covered those on the channel plenty of times. So we don't care about who audited your project, right? That's one of the
Super
things.
secure. We've received a positive light after a super thorough audit. But that's not all. We've also got a security checkup in progress with Certic, another trusted lab. Next, you wanted to know about our referral program.
Right. So here when he talks about the referral program, that's where I found a massive red flag. And I think and I believe that this is actually quite deceiving to investors especially. Right, let's listen in.
Keeping Scapes Mania growing is our top priority, and we want to thank you for being part of the journey. Why not make some USDT while spreading the word about Scapes Mania to your buddies? Here is the scoop. When your friend uses your special link to buy Mania tokens, you get a referral bonus, and it can go up to 15% of the purchase. The more tokens they grab, the bigger your reward gets. Getting in on this referral action is a breezy. Just connect your wallet, copy your custom link, and you're good to go. You can monitor your progress from your profile anytime and adjust.
Yeah, so basically they're just talking about the referral program, right? More like those network marketing kind of situations. You invite other people to go and join in this thing, and you just get 15% of whatever tokens they purchase. So if you invite your friend, they buy $100 worth of tokens, you're going to get $15, right? That's basically what he's saying.
Your effort as you see fit. Now here's a question we often get. How many stages of token selling are there?
So this is where I found the major red flag on this project. Let's listen in.
Let me tell you more about that. We kicked things off with the whitelist stage where 12,500,000 tokens flew off the shelf at the whopping 99% discount. Next comes the early bird stage, which is where Scapes Mania currently is. It started with an 83% discount, and the price has started to rise. One fair warning, these discount tokens are thinning out fast and this deal won't last forever, so hop on board while you still can. Now, looking ahead, we've got a roadmap lineup with 7 more pre-sale stages, followed by the public sale stage. The price of Mania tokens continues to rise with each new stage, and it's set to hit 1 cent after listing, offering an impressive X5 return to early investors.
So you see what they're talking about here. This is a misleading statement, and it's tantamount to being scammy, right? They're saying once it lists, like launches, early investors are going to get 5x, right? That basically means if you drop $1 million into this thing, when they launch, you're going to make $5 million. Well, that's a misleading statement because during the pre-sale, no active trading is occurring, right? Once it launches, people are going to be selling, right? If you invest $1 million, once it is launched, you'll be fortunate to even get maybe half of a million, even 100,000 in some instances, depending on how much the people behind the project are just going to be saturating the tokens, right, with their own tokens. Obviously, everybody else as an investor has bought their tokens, but the people behind the project, they have actually minted all the tokens, right? They are just exchanging your liquidity, like your precious money, for basically tokens that they created. So when they launch, the price is going to go down. It's not going to be a cent, right? It's going to go down. So this is a misleading statement to say you're going to get 5x. It's not going to happen that way. The price is going to go down, right? So it does check a lot of boxes as being looking like a legit project for me, right? They do have a game. We can see it right here. iOS is coming soon, right? They've got a couple of games, not just one, a bunch of stuff, right? But for me, this statement that the CEO have said, it's misleading, right? And it's tantamount to being a scammy statement meant to actually create some sort of FOMO so that you jump in and get 5x. That's not the case, right? You're not going to get 5x. Once they launch, the price is going to go down. right? That is almost a guarantee. We've seen it in almost each and every project, right? The best that you can do is to break even. You invest $1,000. Once it launches, you get back your $1,000. That's the best case scenario. That's why I say don't buy into the pre-sale, right? That's one of the things that I do see. But to their credit, they do have a lot going for them, but they are quite desperate into people buying into the pre-sale, right? A project such as this one, like they've got bunch of games, right? You want to make the games interesting for even people who are not interested into crypto. That's one of the things that they actually do talk about, which actually do appreciate. So they do have some positive things, but they've also got some questionable statements that the CEO is making. And in my experience, projects where the CEOs are actually doxed or the people behind the projects are doxed have turned out to be the worst scams than where the people behind the project are not doxed, right? So you need to be extremely careful with this one. One thing that I would definitely advise you is don't buy the pre-sale. Like when we talk about pre-sale, don't buy the pre-sale. When the token actually launches, this looks like there is actually a game behind it, and this kind of like gaming tokens sometimes they do really well, right? In this case, probably when they launch it's going to really explode, right? But you need to be careful because a lot of people in the past have been banned, right, with projects such as this, even if it is real, even if there is a real game behind it, right? But this one, it does look a little bit promising, but what the CEO said there, it was really questionable. You can't promise 5x to anyone, right? This is a market. You can't promise an increase in value once you launch because you never know what the price is going to be. It's impossible to know. You can't promise a 5x. That's just irresponsible, right? It's a statement that is meant to cause urgency, and for me, that is not a good thing. But that is not to say that when this thing launches, it's going to explode, right? That's not what I am saying, right? But you need to be extremely careful, right? Because of the statement that has just been said right there, right? So, of course, if you want to wise up against these pre-sales, you want to go and check them out. There is a book on Amazon, the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, right? The Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook. It allows you to actually track about 70 pre-sales, right? You can track 70 pre-sale, and each pre-sale has got 2 pages that you can log pertinent information for that particular pre-sale, right? So the first page has got information such as when you're starting to log, the pre-sale start date, website, how many tokens the top 10 holders are actually holding, some notes that are interesting to you, and also the scam or legit evaluation. Is the team doxed? Is they linked in, right? And also such as the videos that we've seen, AMAs where the CEO is coming out talking about the project. That's a good thing that we don't see frequently, right? And also trademarks. That's something that is very important. But sometimes you see the project is ticking all the boxes, but then there's some trademark issue within the project that can actually cause a major blow, right? And cause the price to dump into the future. That's something that you need to track. And also launch price tracking, right? So when it actually does launch, you can track the price point as well, how it moves with the date and all that. If you choose to actually invest, you can see the amount that you've chosen to invest it, the price, the bag, the profit or loss, and your emotions at the time of investing. The second page has got ego notes, things that you just find interesting, whether on their X or Twitter page, right? And at the bottom, you see the adoption tracking. How many people are continuing to follow the project on X as well as on Telegram. This tells you if this thing is going to be a major hit or not, right? So that's the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, link in the description if you want to wise up against these pre-sales that are coming up. So my verdict for this one, right, is still early stages. I am not going to call this one a scam, but there are some red flags, as I have mentioned, that I have seen in the project, right? It's really driven to money pouring into this one, right? But if money is pouring into this one and we have seen that they have actually launched a game already, right? It is a good thing that they've launched a game already, but be extremely careful, right? You need to be extremely careful. I do like the fact that they've got a bunch of videos that they've got here. You can see the gameplay and all of that stuff. For me personally, I would say wait until the actual game, actually token actually launches, and you can actually trade it on decks and sexes, right? The price will go down from the pre-sale price, right? In most of the cases, I'm not saying that is going to be the case, but in most of the cases, the pre-sale price will go down, and you'll be able to actually collect your tokens at a much cheaper price, right? So this is my review for this one. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because it is really quite interesting. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.